Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Joseph Adewara, and I will be performing a poem that connects us to the beginning. And this poem is titled, Who is in the Garden? Who is in the garden? I want you to prove it to me that you are Nigerian, that you grew up in Nigeria. Who is in the garden? All right, I hope you connect to the poem. Someone once told me Nigeria is a paradise, a sweet haven of worship, where we are never tired of running around a cycle, chanting our favorite anthem. Who is in the garden? Searching for what was never lost. See, in my country, we play too much. Our brains have been wired to interpret anything, any sound as funny. To us, nothing is ever boring. Even a snap of the fingers will make you laugh. A piece of silence will crack your ribs. Some series of nonsense will excite you, pull you off the ground, and make you laugh out loud. If there is any skill that is natural to us in this country, then it must be the skill of comedy. The way we wound jokes around every happening in this country is heavenly. So when I say Nigeria is a paradise, don't argue with me. A politician died yesterday. Today we mourn his death as we place his body down the grave. But tomorrow his name becomes a riddle on the tongues of men, a jingle in the hall of fame. See, in my country, the best way to teleport yourself to another country is by first being a Nigerian and then a Twitter user. The safest day to initiate a peaceful protest is on June 12th, Democracy Day. The easiest way to express your capability as a leader is by switching from one political party to another. And all of these things just starts today. The origin of our problems can be traced back to the beginning in the Garden of Eden, when the serpent crawled into the garden and chanted, Who is in the garden? Do you know what Eve responded? A little fine girl. And that was how it all started. The roots of our problems is deep-rooted in the beginning, when Adam and Eve took God for granted by despising his words and orders and eating of the forbidden fruits. But what would have happened if this incident never occurred? Maybe I would have no reason reciting this poem, because it wouldn't make any sense. And you all wouldn't be there snapping your fingers, nodding your head. Maybe this country, Nigeria, wouldn't have become a jumble of mess. Maybe. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be rude. It's just an assumption, like a guess. I said, maybe. Maybe as citizens of this country, we would have enough confidence in our president when he comes open to express himself and address the needs of the masses and give attention to every question of the press. Maybe. I've got to realize that in this country, we have two different kinds of persons. We have the serious ones and the unserious ones. The unserious ones are more than the serious ones. And even these serious ones exhibit more unserious traits than the serious traits. And even these serious traits are more unseriously expressed than seriously. I'm not here to convince you, I'm here to confuse you. Sorry, I'm not here to confuse you, I'm here to convince you that in this country, nobody is serious. We are just some set of unserious persons trying to be seriously serious, within some unserious people running around the cycle, searching for what was never lost in the garden. So I'm certain that with these few points of mine, I have been able to conclude that in this country, we are all unserious. Thank you.